Alrighty then. Let me see if I can go through. Well, let me go all the way up. Bowhand, Allen, Locksmith, Shifty. Some people got banned already. If you look at the pinned comment, there's the warning, so you'll check that out. Dave, D. Train, what's going on? Locksmith in the house. Anthony Cruz, Carmen. I think I already said Alan. If I didn't, Alan, Matt C. Locks. Old, yeah, whatever. White Claw. Hatcom, what's up? Lark. Kid Nurse. Sam's. Dragonflesh on Americana. CBP SWAT Division. Carl. Rolling Stone, Gusto, whatever it is. Billy, I gave you a rich back. I probably took when I was drunk last time. The name's Bill. What's going on? No offense. The Asian. Clown Force. Wog. Michael Beverly, how's it going? Andrea D. I think I got everybody, didn't I? Jenny of Westboro. So yeah, I took a few wrenches and I gave a few of them to a couple other people, gave a few back. Bill DGBG, if you're still here, I did give it back to you. I probably did it when I messed up and got drunk a few weeks back. That's why I've been on hiatus. Been taking a nice break with the fam, touching grass. Had a good weekend with my grandkids. I had 3 of them over. We had such a good time. They're such good kids. I'm very proud of them. Got to see my daughters and spend time with them. And all kinds of good stuff. And work's starting to pick up, so I won't be live as much. I don't think. If I do, it'll probably be like late at night or something, or maybe even early in the morning. But I do have a couple important things I need to say tonight. In fact, I don't think you guys probably even want to be here to hear this, so you could just dip if you want, to be honest with you, because, yeah, it's going to hurt a lot of feels, probably. SWAT, what is your sit rep? Whoops, hit the wrong one. Michael Beverly, I was trying to put your comment up on the screen. Professional victim. I tried to. Michael Beverly. Actually, my computer's actually working pretty fast this time. My internet, brother. It was off for like 3 hours the other day, and I found out what happened is my grandkids, the guest bedroom they were staying in, when they made their bed, they threw the quilt over the router. It overheated, so we had to let it cool down, and that's why. That was the main reason, because there was no weather, there was no wind, no rain, nothing. It was perfect. It was like 80-some degrees, 90 degrees, whatever it was outside, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. I couldn't figure out why the internet was not working. It was overheating. But kids will be kids. But they're really, really good kids. Very, very good kids. I'm very proud of them. Let's see, yeah, I put Michael Beverly to see what it say here. SWAT, what is your situation? Oh, okay. I thought it said something else at first. Wasn't sure. Some people, I took the wrenches because I have not been hardly at all involved in this community whatsoever, hardly at all, the last couple of weeks, or YouTube that much. I've been in a few chats. This community, maybe, if any, I think I said hi on Locksmiths on Friday. I sent a few comments, and that was it. I bailed, and then I did see most of TBS's stream. By the way, speaking of TBS, Tommy Boy Studios, if you're listening or watching, you are still modded in here, of course. Let's see. I'm going to put this in here. If you agree, you can do the same thing. If you agree. There's only about maybe 20 minutes. I'm just guesstimating here. 20 minutes of TBS's stream I haven't watched yet. But for the most part, I thought it would. And there, some of the things, well, a lot of the things he said I already knew. I just kind of kept it to myself. But I stand with TBS. So Tommy Boy Studios, if you see this later or you're watching now, I stand with you. Like I said, I've only missed probably 15 to 20 minutes of your stream. I'm going to finish watching that. We do have a few people that I'm not dropping any links tonight at all. I don't know how long this will go or how short this will be. But I do appreciate Tommy Boy's stream. And I pretty much think I got the meat of it all. So he just put out what other people were put out, basically. He doesn't really put out his opinion too much. He just puts out facts. I say 90% of the time, maybe 95% of the time, it's all just facts. So I do appreciate Tommy Boy Studios for that stream. And I'm glad he's back. I hope he stays because we need somebody like him in this community. I don't really consider myself in this community. Sorry, I just don't. I've said that for a while. I'm my own entity. I do what I want. I go where I want. And that's just the way it's going to be. I'll get to what I'm going to say here in a few minutes. There is a few people that have the link and that may come up. One of them was supposed to be here before we started, so I'm still waiting. I think he's still working at the moment, so we're just going to give him some time. I did put time and date subject to change because I didn't know what my work schedule was going to be like today, what time I was going to get off. But I got off about 2.5, 3 hours ago, something like that. What time is it? See, it's 7:03. Yeah, give or take. So it wasn't a long day today. It's going to pick up. It's picking up already. Hey, Sabby, good to see you. Good to say hi to Sabby. Ken, how's it going? White Claw LARP. Did I miss anybody? Andrea D. Andrea D, I don't know if I took your wrench when I was drunk. Did I? Is there a reason why I took your wrench? I know there's a couple of people that messaged me and says, hey, you took my wrench. I'm like, why? I don't remember doing it or how. Did I say? I don't remember. So if I did it when I was drunk, well, that explains it. Unless you said something negative to me in a chat. Because that's another thing, too, is I saw some people say things really, really negative about me, or people would send me things, screenshots. There's a lot of, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that send me stuff. They'll send me like screen recordings or screenshots or clips or whatever, or sometimes even a link to whatever channel. And I see something, I immediately go to my YouTube studios and I either ban them or take the wrench or whatever. I am not putting up with anything. I'm trying to start afresh, if you will. So this stream is a prelude to what's coming up, as the title says, on what's to come. TV Studios, Mommy Issues. But mods, I do ask if you are a moderator, please do what the pinned comment says. If somebody comes in, just read that. That's all I ask. Just not a whole lot of modding to do except give them a 10 to 5 minute timeout. They come in all nasty. That's the warning. Next one, just ban them. Screenshot it, send it to me if you can, and it'll be a permaban. Like I said, it might be a year. I might rethink it then or something, but it'll be a permaban. Hey, Cat's at home. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I am drinking vitamin water. I have a lack of vitamins, my doctor said, so I have to drink a lot of vitamin water and these little vitamin C powder packs. So I drink about 2,000 to 4,000, whatever, is it grams or milligrams, whatever it is, of vitamin C every day, and I mix it with Vita water or just simply water. And then I have to take iron pills now too. And I'm also on a diet and exercising, trying to lose excess weight. About 122. I'm not 122, 222, my bad. I was at 175 for a long time, and then I gained that much weight in about 7, 8 months or whatever it was. The YouTube. Hey, what's up, GLM? Good to see you. GLM, the reason why you haven't seen me in your channel because I've been taking a break from YouTube. I'd say about a, I don't know, 80% break from YouTube in general. Haven't been in hardly anybody's streams or watched hardly anybody's. Haven't been in hardly any chats. Very, very few. Very, very few and far between. I've just been staying away, taking a break. I'm going to continue doing that to an extent too, even after tonight's stream. I did do a members. Actually, I do have something I'm going to drop on members before I get into what I need to get into. Let me just explain this real quick. So, I got a new computer that I'm going to be getting here real soon. Maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. It depends on my schedule. But until then, for some reason, when I upload something like a short or a small video or whatever, the quality is crap. It's like, I don't know, like 220. I don't know what it's called. It's just not doing good. And I uploaded something that looked really, really good when I uploaded it, and I looked at it on my phone and whatnot. And then once it was completed and processed and whatnot, the audio is good. Don't get me wrong on this particular one, but the visual is crap. And it's supposed to be, I think, 2K. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I just kind of had it sitting in the background. And I thought, well, I'm not trying to shortchange the members, but if somebody wants to see it, I know there's some people that like certain things, and there's some other things too. I'll be doing a members only live stream at some point this week, and I'll put a heads up in the community page. So if you're a member, you will get a heads up, and I will do it before May 1st. And then I've got this other thing I want to drop too, but I'll probably just keep it on there because I don't think it's even worth throwing on YouTube. There's one of them that I did too that just didn't turn out there's a couple of them actually. I don't know I think it's just my computer. Plus what I do is I screen record it, then I have to download it, and then it's a long story. It's a long process. And by the time I get to YouTube, it just doesn't go up right. So I think the best thing to do is to wait till I get my new computer and do it directly from my computer onto YouTube. Control. White Claw. You're pathetic, Jeff. Well, Jen A of Westboro, that is your warning. That's your first warning. Next one is perma ban. So I'm going to hide your comment. If you come up with anything else nasty, you'll be banned, and you won't be allowed back for at least a year. Yeah, Bill, glad you're still back. I probably accidentally took your wrench, or maybe I did it when I was drunk and didn't know. And I want to talk about that a little bit, actually. So let me go ahead and start with a couple things before I get to the meat and potatoes of this stream. For those who keep saying I never apologized to Vlad and Lala, yes, I did. It's on Constantine, I believe. It's his last live stream. Vlad was on panel with me, and of course, Constantine, it's on his channel, so they can drop Constantine's link. I'd appreciate that. His main channel, he's got like 1-point-something thousand subs. Yes, I did. With Vlad on panel and Lala in the chat. So yes, I did apologize, but they refused to accept my apology. So yes, I did apologize. I also will say this. I've already said it before. It's on one of my streams, but it may be on members. I don't know, or it may be the one I had to private. I just don't remember. There are a couple of them, actually. I had to privatize or delete. I can't remember. There's like 2 or 3 that are private, and I had to delete like 1 or 2. But I will apologize one more time for those that didn't hear it. Of course, I already did to Vlad and Lala because I don't remember what I did. I messed up. After almost 5 months of not drinking, I got trashed. It is what it is. And I don't remember. I don't know why I even said it to them. And I still, to this day, have not watched that stream. I still have it, but I'm not ready to watch it yet because I don't want to trigger myself, to drink again. So I'm giving myself some time, but I will go back and look at it and see the reason why I think I went and left them those messages. the one that's on the panel show, you can go watch it there. But I do, of course, I apologize. Alcohol makes us do stupid things. Um, but as far as the PHI or PHAI, now I remember some of that stream. Obviously, I remember probably, I don't know, maybe the first 40 minutes. I don't know how long. Uh, but I remember maybe half of it, not all of it, but I remember lots. Maybe the first half. I do not remember a single thing. I didn't even know I had a panel. So at some point when I was talking to PHAI, I just, yeah, I had crossed the invisible line. FAFO, a la blue, Geoff, Jeff, TB Studio, you're here, Control, Sarah Luco. But yeah, I did it. And Lala, she can tell you if she wants to. It's up to her. But it was on Constantine's stream, and Vlad was on panel with myself. I think Locksmith might have been up there, Sabby, Constantine, I'm not sure. But it's there. I think he still has it up. But they have their it's their will and their choice whether they want to accept an apology or not. And they didn't choose to, accept an apology. So that's their choice. But I did apologize. But and then as far as the PHAI comment that I made, I'm going to apologize for what I said or the statement I made towards PHAI about PHI. I will apologize. And this is like the second time I've done this already. But people seem to think I haven't apologized. So there it is. I apologize for saying that statement, but I want nothing to do with them personally as a group. PHI. It's just my stance on that. I want nothing to do with, especially after the TBS Tommy Boy Studios video live that he had. I believe it was last night, something like that. And then of course Tech. I want nothing to do with Tech at all. And there's a few others. There's a few people I've banned from the channel already. So with that out of the way, there's no apology to her. I've said what I need to say about that, and that's it. So here it is. So a prelude to what's to come. So it's going to be one of those Jeff things, the Jeff, and you guys call it Jeffin'. But there's going to be a couple panels. I've briefly touched on this before. We have to get our schedules right. We have to get everything put together. One of them is going to take longer than the first one. The first one, it might be in a week or two. I do not know yet. I have no idea. We're trying to get hey, Josh, by the way, good job. I've been subscribed to your channel for a while, and I just never said anything. I really enjoyed the TBS stream and you going up there, and congratulations. Congratulations. I believe you said you had 7 arrests in 1 week. Or something like that. That's amazing. That's like Alex stuff right there. That's really, really good. So congratulations, Josh. That really no problem, dude. That really means a lot. That's just stay as anonymous. Just stay anonymous as possible, bro. Just do your thing, man. Just do your thing. But yeah, Josh likes to troll. I mean, a lot of people do, and that's fine. As long as it's not malicious or nefarious. I don't think he would do that and jeopardize his catches. But, he likes to troll a little bit and everything. And I've taken it seriously before myself. But, man, I'm glad that TBS had him up there. And you guys, I hope, in fact, Josh, let me give you a wrench. You can drop your link if you want to. I know it was dropped over at Tommy Boy's. But I'm going to give you a standard wrench in here. Just please obey the rules. That's all I ask, but you can drop your link. But yeah, I took a lot of wrenches and trying to start fresh, and I gave a few back, and I might give a few back as time goes on. But when I see people make certain comments about me and they think I don't know about it, you'd be surprised. I get so many text messages and DMs or whatever a day, people saying, hey, this was said about you, or this person said this about you, or this person, and the list goes on. And I take action immediately because I'll forget. I forget about a lot of things. It's just part of my chronic health problem. I just simply forget about a lot of things, and it is a chronic health issue that I am dealing with, and I take medicine for it, and it takes time. I've been on this medication for a while. They just upped my dose again, so I take action immediately. When somebody says something really bad about me, I either ban them. If they're wrenched, I take the wrench. There's some wrenches I took when I was intoxicated and relapsed, what was it, 2 weeks ago, something like that. So uh, I was kind of shocked when right before I went live, there was a few people that messaged me and says, "Hey, why did you take my wrench?" I said, "I don't know. I honestly don't know." So Jersey Sting, yeah, I'm not going to pump your shit. See, there's your first warning. I don't care what you've done or anything as far as whatever. I'm not going to put up with your harassment. So um, you keep DMing me. You're obsessed with me. So there's your warning. Next one's a permanent ban. So I'll give you your first warning. Be nice. Just be nice. It's not that hard. Not that hard at all. That's your first warning. Next one will just be a permanent ban. So, but anyways, so there's a few people that I've obviously already dealt with, behind the scenes already through YouTube studios or whatnot. So people think that they might be in some little channel with say 100 people or 200 or 300 or something. There may be like 5, 6, 7 people in there, 10 or 15 or whatever. And people get to me. They tell me. They literally tell me. They send me the screenshots or whatever it takes. Or sometimes I see them myself. And I have hardly clicked on anything. I was tagged today by a couple people, and I didn't even look at it. I think there was I think, and Ed, no offense if you're here, Ed's still a moderator in here. I haven't seen him yet, but I think Ed even, I don't know if he was talking about me or somebody else, but I still haven't even watched that one yet. Now, somebody did send me a little bit what it was about, but I haven't looked at it. It was like a 10-minute stream or something. But yeah, I just haven't been, I'm just not that involved. So I just, I get the evidence from certain people, they send it to me, and I deal with it right there and then. I just don't put up with it. Like somebody said, "Hey, I unsubbed from him," and if they were a moderator of my channel, then I just went ahead and just took the wrench. If they say, "Yeah, F Jeff, I'm done with him," and this, that, and the third, well, I just went ahead and banned him. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm getting rid of dead weight. So. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up a little bit here. Bull, no, he said what he did when he said sorry or whatever. Yeah, William said, yeah, that was on. It's on Constantine's here. Actually, let me pull it up real quick. Oh, I'm pretty sure he still has it up. I believe it. There was a live where Cat Eyes was concerned about him, and yeah, it's just called Talking. Yeah, it's still up. It's a little over 6 hours. Let me drop that link to that stream. And I went up. I lost Wi-Fi for a little bit, so I dropped down for a bit, came back up for a little bit. So I go up, I think 2 times or something like that. And Vlad was up there. I think Locksmith. I was thinking that maybe Sammy was too. I could be wrong. Of course, Constantine. So here's that stream where, and they played the which I didn't even know what I said or why I even said it. And to this day, I still haven't watched that stream yet. I don't want to get all triggered and everything. I'm gonna give myself amount of time to where I feel comfortable watching to see why I would say something like that, because I don't know why I would say something like that. I just don't remember. But this is the stream right here. I believe this is it. It was a live. I think it was like the day after. Let me just go back and check real quick. Yeah, that's the right one. Oh, he's got 1.5K views. Oh, okay, that's views. He has 1.01K subscribers. Okay. I was like, wow, he jumped on his subscribers pretty quickly. Wow. But yeah, it's got like 1,500 views. So for those who haven't seen it, there it is. All right. So let me get back to where I need to get to. As we God's abundant mercy, ready to forgive us when we sincerely repent, repentance and turn away from our sins. Repentance to, yes, that's also true. But the true word of repentance in the Bible, there's actually different definitions for the word repent. Of course, repent means to simply turn away, to feel sorry for maybe something or an action that you did. And that's also a definition. Like when I accepted Christ into my heart, I turned away from the world, like relying on the world, and I turned to Christ for the forgiveness of my sins. That's another form of repentance as well. That's true. Absolutely. Anyway, so one panel that I have coming up, I can't say who's going to be on. Hey, wait, that's not That's not the real KC, folks. Oh, wait a minute. No, that is okay. Now I don't remember unmodding. Now Casey's my managing mod. Hold on, Casey. I'll give it back. See, I don't know. I must have that when I was drunk. Yeah, you got your managing mod back, Casey. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I did that. That's why I didn't think it was him at first. Well, I must have made a mess of myself that night. Like I said, I have not watched that entire panel yet. I just don't remember. After a certain point when PHAI was up on panel, I don't remember anything after that. So I know a lot of people were saying some things. I probably acted upon it then, like take my wrench to leak your tree or whatever it was. People told me some stuff. I just had not watched it yet. To the point where I forgot what about. I assume probably halfway through. I'm just guesstimating. Last thing I really remember was talking to PHAI. That's the last thing I remember. I briefly remember also, and correct me if I'm wrong, towards the end, I do remember it was just Jen A and I on panel, and I remember closing it down. I do remember that a little bit. It's very fuzzy. I do remember that, but I don't remember everything else. But anyways, back to what I need to talk about here. So yeah, Casey, you got your managing mod back. Sorry about that, buddy. I had no idea. Maybe YouTube did it for all. I have no idea. To be honest with you, I probably did it when I was drunk and I didn't realize it. But so there's going to be a panel with all professionals, and I can't say who they are. Their names or anything like that. They will introduce themselves when they're on panel and who they are, what they do, their credentials, etc., etc. And that will be, how do I explain this without giving it all away? It's going to be important, and a lot of people, whether you like me or hate me, it doesn't matter. You're probably going to want to watch it. And then it's going to be a mix of politicians, law enforcement, etc. That just kind of gives you an idea. Then I'm going to have another panel after that, and this is the one that's probably going to take a little longer to have this one. It's also going to have some professionals up there. They're going to give their credentials and whatnot. And the thing about the one after this next one coming up. So the second one, it's going to be even more important. And this is where people are not going to like this. So you might want to leave right now. I don't care if there's one viewer. It doesn't bother me a bit. I don't care about the damn clicks and views. I can care less. So if you don't want to hear this, I advise you just to leave now, because a lot of you are going to be upset. And I've already gotten a lot of information on a lot of stuff, and I'm just keeping it to myself because I've been told to. So I'm giving everybody a chance, especially if you're a sock account. You probably don't want to hear this. So I'm giving everybody a chance to leave. You can leave the chat, leave the channel, go watch whoever's live. I don't know who's live. I think Juniper was live for a while playing music. All right. If you want to stay, you want to stay. I gave you the chance. I don't care about views, clicks, and all that stuff. I care less. I don't care. It doesn't bother me a bit. I got a nice check from YouTube today. I'm going to spend it on my kids and grandkids. Biggest one I ever got, several $100s. So a little bit of extra pocket change there to spoil my grandkids with. So, all right, here we go. So, some of you may or may not know this, and I just happened to find this too. Somebody else posted this as well. I don't know if they put it together themselves or if they actually got it from an official site or something, and that's how they posted. It was kind of ironic how the very same day I was looking into something in particular. And I have been for a while, just to be honest with you. And then I got some phone calls and some contacts from whatever and whoever, and that will all be revealed in the next, I don't know if it'll be the next couple panels, but it will be revealed in the 2 panels I was talking about. I'm not going to give the name of the channel. If you guys know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But they actually did a little piece on certain things. So sock accounts, just because you live behind a sock account does not mean you cannot be found out who you are in real life. I'm just going to throw that out there. Anybody's account. The justice system, the DOJ, gives the power to law enforcement and prosecutors and whatnot to find out where that and who that account belongs to. So, for instance, I'm just throwing out an example here. Say Larkbusters. I just saw Larkbusters pop up in my StreamYards. That's why I picked Larkbusters. Law enforcement can find out exactly who you are and where you are. Okay, I'm just saying they have the ability to do that. And I'm sure a lot of you probably already know that. Maybe a lot of you don't. I don't know. But there's a lot of sock accounts that have my grandkids' picture. My grandkids. They have addresses. Some of my deceased relatives, some of my relatives that are alive. I've seen other people's. Constantine, I don't know if you're in here or not. I DM'd you. Was on another channel, and I just happened to be a managing mod in that channel, and I had to take care of a lot of stuff. You were doxxed. And you're also, the false account was modded. So this certain person thought that that was actually you. And when I told the channel owner, hey, that's not the real Constantine, please unmod that person, I'm pretty sure they did it right away, thank goodness. And I sent those 2 or 3, I don't know how many it was, sock accounts to you, Const. So it's in your DMs. I don't even know if you looked at them yet. And I sent you a couple of messages as well. But there are a lot of sock accounts that have been saying a lot of horrible things about a lot of people. And when push comes to shove, if need be, those sock accounts can be found out. Okay, for instance, let me give you another example too. Spoofed phone calls or text now numbers or second line. You know, a lot of us use that for decoying for those of you that still are catchers, whether part-time or full-time. I don't catch it all anymore at the moment. So, but I mean, we use both of those. You know, cell towers have what's called a ping. Okay, there's other means as well. There's ISP, you know, internet service provider. There's all kinds of ways. So I guess I'll just leave it at that for now because I don't want to get into too much detail because it's not my position to give those details. I don't know them all. I was just told, hey, listen, this person, that person, this account, that account, this account, it's really this person, that person, they live here, there, where, da, 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 da. And they have this on their record, they have that on their record, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're from, you know, it's absolutely insane. It's insane. And they think they can get by with it scot-free. Think again. And I even believe, I'm not for sure which panel it's going to be, the first or the second. They're going to out a lot of sock accounts in here. Even if you delete it now, they've already got it, and they can still find it. So FYI, you might not want to be here for that one, even though it's still going to be released. Just saying. So, the prelude to what's to come. There it is. That doesn't mean everybody, of course. It's people that are just absolutely just disgusting, that say the most horrible, horrific, nefarious, malicious things. That's the ones. And I was actually approached by somebody, and that's when it all started, professional. And they said, "Hey, we've been watching your streams and whatnot, and we saw some things. We looked into it because of threats and other things that were said and accusations and this, that, and the third. And they said, we're going to help you with this if you want it. And some of the things we have to take care of because we saw it. Jeff, I'm going to find you. Jeff, going to get you. Oh, yeah, it was from, was that DAP, Michael Beverly? Was that DAP used to have that rap song? Gonna find you. Gonna get you. I think that was their first. I think that was DAP, wasn't it, Michael? It sounds familiar. That rap song they used to have. It was one of the catchers. I think it was DAP when they were still on YouTube full time. I think that's where it's from. But yeah, I was kind of shocked, and I didn't. I was like, wow. And then I also had, a lot of spoofed calls and text messages and voicemails. In fact, as a matter of fact, why not? Why not? I don't know how good it's going to sound. I don't think it sounded good last time. Somebody said it sounded perfect. Maybe I might play. You know what? I might just upload it. When I get the new computer, I might just upload it because. And I'm going to give the numbers away. And by the way, one of them was actually verified for me already. So you that are from Aztec, New Mexico, I'm not going to give your name out or your phone number. I'm not going to. But the Aztec, New Mexico number, we know who you are. I know everything about you. And you left me at least 2 voicemails and several phone calls. Okay, just going to throw that one out there. So if you think I'm BSing or I'm jiffing, as you guys call it, well, there's a tiny little example right there. Pat Con, I hate to be to toot my horn of what you just said, but I'm going to put this on screen because you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And I don't want to even have to deal with this. I don't. Let me say another thing, too. And I've said this to her personally a couple times on panels, and I've told her to her in chat. NTF, go look at my community page. Just look at my community page. That's just one out of many false emails that people created to make it look like me. I never reported your damn channel. I don't report channels unless they're doxing. They're just a sock account channel that's doxing. That's the only channels I have ever reported, ever. Okay? I never reported. Even James, he's done a lot of, he still does streams about me. I don't have a reason to report his channel. He's doing what he does. I do what I do. Everybody does their thing. I don't report channels. Now, if it gets to the point where they threaten to kill me or my family or something, that's different. But I don't report channels. So NTF, I did not report your channel. You can think what you want. And by the way, on one of these 2 panels that will be coming up, that will be proved to you as well. So if you're not watching now and you watch this later, or if you're just lurking right now, you will get the actual proof that I did not report your channel, nor would I ever report your channel. I don't have a reason to report channels. Okay? It's as easy as that. It's that simple. Okay? Bryden, how you doing? Bryden, I'd like to talk to you in private if I could at some point. You pick a time and a date or a couple. We'll try to work that out, maybe through Instagram or something or Facebook Messenger or whatever. But there's something I need to talk to you about, Bryden, and it's actually kind of serious. And we'll talk about your wrench at that time as well. But for now, you and I need to have a serious talk. I'll just leave it at that. And no, I am not Jeff Newbryden at all. It's serious, and there are some people that I would like to just talk to first. Just try to, and Bride and I have done this a couple of times. We just talk things out in private, and it worked out for the good. But some people, no matter how many times I try to work something out in private with, it just doesn't work. And that's, sometimes it works that way. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And but yeah, Brian, I'd like to talk to you. You know how to get a hold of me, and we'll pick a day and a time that try to works out for both of us, work schedules and everything else. We'll try to get like an estimate time and day or something, maybe this week or whatever. Me and you can just have a nice little chat, just you and I. I don't record stuff unless there's a reason I have to. I don't think there would be a reason why I'd have to. But if I find out there's a reason I should, or if I'm told to by law enforcement or something, I don't think that there would be a reason for that for you and I's conversation. There's no law enforcement that needs to be involved in that. It's just something you and I need to talk about. Just kind of like a little personal thing we need to talk about. But Bryden does a good job. And congratulations, Bryden, by the way, in your channel. It's got a lot of good stuff on there. And, somebody can drop Bryden's channel, that'd be great. He's got, I think, he surpassed, I think, 1K subscribers. So a lot of people are paying attention, and he puts out some very worthy stuff that people need to watch. It's hard for me to watch it, to be honest with you. It's very triggering, and it can be very triggering to a lot of victims and survivors. But it's something that needs to be put out. Like I put out on Amber on my community page today. As soon as I got it, I screenshot it and boom, put it up on my community page. But yeah, there's nothing like, Brian, this is something you and I can just talk about in private. It's no big deal as far as that goes, and everything. So anyways, well, I was thinking this would be close to an hour, and we're at 47 minutes. There was a few people that were considering to come up, and they do have the links. I think one is still at work. In fact, let me just check real quick before I end it. I didn't want to go too long. Okay, one's still at work. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go. Okay, there might be two that might come up in about 5 minutes. So we'll just wait a little bit here and go from there. If they don't come up by then, I'll go ahead and end the stream because I pretty much said everything I need to say. And I'm not going to go on an apology tour. I've dropped the link to Constantine's with, I said, with Vlad on panel and Lala in chat. And then I said, once again, I apologize for what I said to PHAI about PHI. But what they said about my dead son was much worse, by the way. Probably didn't hear that one, did you? Probably didn't hear about that part, did you? Yeah. There's a lot of things. See, here's what I do, is I usually take things and brush them off or brush them to the side. But as a regular, normal human being that has feelings, sometimes I just brush it aside and then it builds up. And then, after a while, I cut loose. And unfortunately, sometimes, like I did last time, I relapsed after almost 5 months without any alcohol in my system, and I got drunk. And it is what it is. You can say, well, it's not a real apology. Well, if I don't apologize, then it's not real. If I do apologize, it's real. So you can take it how you want it, but it's a real apology. And what's really difficult is to apologize for something I don't even remember saying. But I did. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is there. It's on my stream. It's hidden. Or what do you call it? Privated. It's also on the panel channel. What's the link to that one, Pat? Oh, Bryden. Okay, cool. Yeah. Check out Bryden. Go sub to Bryden. He does put out a lot of just news stuff. That involves the pride catching community type stuff. very important, and I strongly recommend going over there. And Bryden, you and I will talk private. We'll figure something out. It's all good. We'll just work it out or whatever. Hopefully, we can just work it out calmly, maturely. And we'll take care of that. So, other than that, I have nothing else really to say. So we'll give it just a few more minutes here. Let me go over some chat here. I guess I can put up some chat messages. If there's any questions or whatever within reason, I'll put it up, and we'll start now. So I'm not going to scroll up. So we'll start now. There's 160 people in here, 162, whatever. So I'll do the best I can. But if you have any questions, just ask. What's up, Mr. Lucky Chalky? If you walk away now, it can be over. Shifty says to somebody. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question, Alan. That's actually a good question. I know you don't like me. That's okay. That's actually a good question. So I finally messaged her on Twitter. That's what she requested. I probably took too long to get back to her. And what I think it was a panel channel. What they did not post was when she brought up the two. I forgot the two guys who were talking to her. I think it was Street Maxer and the guy that looked like Wolfgang Van Halen. You have to forgive me. I don't remember the dude's name. She put us backstage for about 5 minutes. I'm just guesstimating here. They had a little chat, then she brought us back on. And the reason for her and others to come on my channel was not included in the panel channel. Quite convenient for them, right? There's a reason why she's coming, if she's still coming on my channel. It's not just her, by the way, too. Oh, and by the way, I didn't go look at it. I did see the notification because I've only chatted in her chat twice, and I've stepped up to her panel twice for a couple minutes. That's it. Except for like last year when I kind of first started, I would go over there and lurk a little bit. But yeah, that's it. But I did see a live or a video or something in the nature of is her dad is now in prison, which is strange because last I saw he was in jail and got released. Maybe it was bond or bail, whatever it was. But I don't know if it was a clickbait. I honestly, I just don't know. But I did see the notification said that my dad is in actual real prison. And I don't know if it's available. I don't really watch that channel a whole lot. It's a lot of crazy drama and stuff and whatnot. And that's why I have a lot of questions. And part of that panel was hoping to have him on here as well with Andrew Wilson and my brother and some other people to ask questions about some things. Because a lot of people have questions. A lot of people have questions, including myself. But the panel channel didn't put that part of it, did they? No, they just put the first part. So if you want to watch what really happened in the entirety of it, you can go there and watch it. What's up, Ed? Ed in the house. Getting ready to end here. I'm just waiting for a few people. Brought up your deceased son after you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Which was, I think a child, a minor, is way worse than, and like I said, if I was sober, I would never have said what I said to PHI. I would never made that comment or asked that question. Let's see, post tag, ergo. Wait, okay, so it showed me some emojis. Let me look at my phone here to see what you're trying to say here. Oh, you brought up your deceased son after you brought up your husband. You can. Wait, I don't know who that is backstage. Only a few people have the link. Can you show me your face real quick or something, or put me in the? Or, is it somebody that shows their face? Well, let me wait. I'll just do this. I don't know who that is. Hold on, let me put up a banner real quick because there's only a couple of people that have the link. Hold on 1 second. Whoever you are backstage. Give me just a minute here. I'm pretty sure I think I know who this is, but I just want to be on the safe side. 1 second. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. All right, you're good. If you want to go off camera, you can. Hey, what's up?
Not much, man.
Good to see you. You
About ready to put sheetrock on the wall.
Oh, you're still working then, huh? That's what I figured.
Yeah, we just come
Not.
back. We
Oh, go ahead.
stripped sheetrock off this wall here, all the way down. It's all stripped off, and we got to fill in this place here. And there's a pipe that we got to solder back to this pipe. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, it goes to the
Yeah.
spigot outside. So I'm gonna fix that, but we're gonna put sheetrock on it. And the pipe
Nice.
sits on the outside of the wall, which is supposed to be on the inside, but there's no places in a stud where the holes are drilled through.
Right.
So it's sitting on the outside, and we're going to put it back on the outside. But we're going to put insulation in, and we're going to start putting sheetrock from floor to ceiling.
Okay.
And
Now the rounded that rounded what's it called again? Where it's going to be round? What do you call it? With the dim light and everything. When are you going to
oh,
start
like
that project?
shadow box, yeah. Well, that's at the other place. This is a new job here. This is at another house. It's it's in the next county over. I went over to help a friend for about like 3 weeks, and we're going to do the basement, and then there's two bathrooms that we're redoing right now. We got one
Okay.
bathtub in, but let me go upstairs here. We're remodeling it. We're gonna put flooring in here in this dining room, or not dining room, it's the living room. We're putting a floor, and probably can't see it, but it's like pergo. We're gonna do the floor with it, and we're gonna do a stone entryway right there. We're gonna take this up and redo something else.
Let me put you
But
on solo layout because it's hard. It's so dark. It's really hard
yeah,
for to see.
well, this is the upstairs.
So this is a
Well,
different
can't go in there, but
this is a different project than the other place, than the basement.
right, this is a totally different project. This bathtub we're gonna cut out. It's all
Okay.
got to come out. The whole bathtub. This wall here, all that wall where that tile, all that's coming out on both sides here. All
Yeah.
it's coming out from right there. The whole tub's gonna be cut out. We're gonna put new fixtures in,
Okay.
and we're putting a new tub in and everything. But we already did it in a master bedroom, but it's got the door locked.
Gotcha. So that bathroom is actually what? It's a Jack and Jill type bathroom, or is it the
Well,
one that
yeah, this
goes?
is like a bathroom for everybody in the house, and then a master bathroom. You have a bathroom in the bedroom, and this is
Gotcha.
the bedroom now. And so we had to cut out right here to get to this here. We got to replace this part here, the valves, and we got it that right here. So the new tub's already in here. I mudded the ceiling, I mudded all that. I mudded this here, and just one more coat of mud, and it'd be finished. And I started the mud yesterday, so this is about finished. But that there, we need to take all them out from the other side and put new valves in.
Right.
And then, the whole thing in here is pretty much done. The cabinet, the sink and the toilet, it's all going to go back in its place. But we had to get behind the toilet because it looked kind of bad, and I put mud on it. We're gonna put new trim going all the way around.
It's like you put
We're
new
gonna put
sheetrock
another
on there.
mirror in right here.
Is that new sheetrock or is that the original sheetrock?
This is the original here, but right here, this piece is new. There's a seam right here. All that's new going across the top up there. That's all new, and it stops right. Well, it stops back there. That's old. But there's a new piece right here. The seam started back here. All this is new, all the way down to the floor, and just this little corner here. When I got here, that's what needed to be taped and mudded. So I taped and mudded it. He put this in by himself, but we had to do new spigots right there.
Right.
But see, this is the upstairs, and this is what we're doing now. And places like that where the old cabinets are, I had to fix all this, put mud on it, level it out. But this is the bathroom that's just about done. And, I have to access this right here. I have to cut this stud out a little bit. And I'm gonna sister another one in it once I cut it out to get this out. This whole thing here needs to come out.
Yeah.
Soldered there, soldered here, soldered on the other side, and that little tail piece. But we hooked the drain line up. The drain line works and everything. And this tub is backed up to the tub next door, or next room over here. So this one here would be a lot easier to do.
Yeah.
But we want to get the other tub working first before we start taking out this other tub, because this other tub works right now. With us working and everything, we're gonna have to take baths and stuff. So we pretty much got everything tonight. We got 8 pieces of sheetrock, and we're gonna start putting the sheetrock up tonight on that one wall.
Well,
Once
you
we
must
get
get.
the sheetrock on that wall, then we're gonna start taping and mudding. We're gonna have the first coat of mud on it tonight.
Okay, so you're gonna be up late, probably till the wee hours of the morning, I assume, right? You're in East Coast time, I think.
Yeah, it's 10:02 right now.
Okay, yeah, you're 2 hours
So
ahead of me.
we'll probably be up to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
But
So it's
see,
just
what I want to do is get it all mudded out, get everything
right.
mudded, this part mudded, and there's going to be, we got to make a pantry over here also. Um, there's going to be a wall that comes out on this side of that big black pipe.
Right.
We're going to build a wall from here out to right here, and we're going to have the washer and dryer pushed up close right here, and we're going to have like a bifold doors in the front for the nice washer and dryers is going to be here, but up against the wall. And then we're going to frame it in and have washer dryer in the little room right there with louver doors. And then back over here, we're going to do another box in from this wall back over. So
Yeah.
that's going to be later on. And then we're going to do the ceilings at the last, because some of the wires has to be moved because they're run across the ceiling joist. They're not going inside the joist. Like that one there, that white wire right there is going across the beam there. So we're going to have to drill holes and run it through inside of the, the floor joist. But that's
Cap.
fine.
This is kind of funny. Cap said, "Is that Sam's property?" I think that's what he meant. No, it's
No,
not. It's not Sam.
but yeah, we're going to get 9 pieces of sheetrock in and tape it and mud it. We're going to have this whole wall in tonight. So that way that's done, it's mudded, and it's done. It ain't going to take that long to do. Not with
Yeah.
me. I mean, I finished sheetrock, so it'll probably take me an hour to do the whole wall,
Right.
45 minutes maybe to mud the whole wall out.
That's not too bad.
Nah,
Not too much time.
once we get the sheetrock up, I can tape and mud it real fast. And I'm teaching a friend of mine. I'm helping him out to do this. We're trading
Mhm.
out. I'll donate my hour, 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, whatever it is. And then you trade out your time to help me on my project and my work.
There you
So,
go.
the people that I'm working for need some uh, labor moving a whole bunch of soil that's accumulated on the street that, we're gonna have to get like a front end loader to move it because it has like bamboo root balls in it, and it's all out in the middle of the street where it's growing. So
Right.
I'm gonna move all of that, and I need help because I mean it's probably about like 50 wheelbarrows of dirt. No shit,
Right.
50 wheelbarrows of dirt that's got to be moved. So I'm teaching him how to finish sheetrock, how to hang it, and how to put in a tub, how to do all the plumbing. A bunch of plumbing's got to be done. A lot of pipes froze, and it caused a little bit of damage across the bottom, but that's superficial. It's I tapped on the bottom plate, and they're all solid. So he
Right.
lucked out. But yeah, we're gonna be doing sheetrock tonight.
Good. I used to do that a lot when I used to work for a general contractor back in Dallas, Fort Worth, and we
Really?
worked. Yeah, I started when I was 16, and I was just a laborer. That's all I was. I basically
Right.
started out just clean up crew, set up crew,
Yeah,
just,
this is our sheetrock right here. We got 8 pieces of sheetrock, and we're gonna take it out and put it in one by one. Once we get it out, we're gonna put it back in there.
right. But what I did is I started out as a laborer for a couple years, and I was just bringing up the top or the I did a little bit of roofing, like they taught me the nail gun. I was just like I said, it was after school. I'd
Right.
work a few hours, and then Saturday I'd work all day. And then later on, I think I was probably so I moved back to Dallas briefly from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and he made me a supervisor. And really, all I did was pick up people that need to be picked up to go to work, and I would just I did do some painting, some sheetrock, and I did some things, but I was just I didn't really, I never really learned a whole lot to be honest with you.
Right.
But he was a friend of the family, and he wanted to give me work and pay me some decent money and try to help me get back on my feet again back in Dallas because I could not stand the cold weather in Minneapolis, St. Paul. So when I went back down there, he made me a supervisor right away, and I was mostly just driving. I was picking up stuff from Home Depot. I was picking up employees, dropping them back off. I mean, I'm not going to get in all the details on that. You can just use your imagination on what kind of employees he hired.
Right. Well,
uh, but it was all in good. It was that was back in the well, it started in the late '80s. But as far as me being a supervisor, that would have been probably 1995 ish.
right.
And but I get an idea on some
Yeah, I
stuff.
would show you the roof. We're gonna be doing the roof also.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
we're gonna do
yeah,
the roof. It's like 30 something squares of roof and a little over 30 square. And the basement here, the 2 bathrooms, uh, the putting the flooring in the living room, and also flooring in the kitchen and kitchen cabinets.
right.
We got to get that done in 6 weeks. All this work.
6 weeks, okay.
And the
Hey
roofing
Jenny.
now, that's, huh?
Oh, I just said hi, Jenny. I saw Jenny's in chat. I just said hi, Jenny.
Oh, 6 weeks we got to get the work done.
Yeah,
So
you probably
the garage, it took one day to rip the sheetrock off and put the sheetrock back on and get it mudded. And that's all you got
right.
to do. One day, boom.
So you'll probably get it
So,
done before the 6 week timeline. I'm sure.
yeah. Well, we got to tear the roofing off. We can't go roofing over top of it. We thought about it, but the decking that they used is a little bit too thin. That's when the house was built. Okay, the house was built back in the early '80s or around '80, middle '80s or late '80s. So we're gonna have to rip the decking, not decking, but rip off the shingles and
Right.
retarp it. Tar paper it or wrap it, and then we start putting shingles on it. It's not going to take that long.
Right. No, I was just locksmith said she hear my vape, so I put this comment up and took a big old drag off my e-cigarette. I was just kind of laughing at myself for that.
Well, I got my bowl. I'm smoking bowls, you know.
Oh, so you're smoking the wacky tobacco.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of the deal. But yeah, man, you know, as long as I get the work done, you know, I'm trading my time for his time. So, you know, I know I have the know-how and I know how to do it right the first time. And so he's going to be helping me and we're going to, you know, most likely go into business later on. But I'm just helping him out and he's going to help me out when we get done with this here. So I had to stop my job, my original job working in the basement with the Hobbit round door.
Hmm.
I put that on hold to do this here. Once we get done here, he's going to go over there and help me on that job because I got to pour concrete countertop. And doing that, I have to have somebody mixing the concrete as I'm pouring it, and you know, to get a routine. You know, two, three people. He can get another helper for me. So more people turning that concrete, I won't break it.
Right. I guess there's a, not to interrupt what you're talking about. I'm just looking at chat here, and I guess there's a stream I might need to watch. I guess Ed had a religious stream or something. Um,
Right, right.
I think it was. I think they said last night. I'm not for sure, but like I said, I haven't really been paying attention to hardly anything at all. And I even, yeah, I just haven't been involved too much in the community at all, or YouTube for that matter. I just been working and spending time with my kids and grandkids and my folks
Right.
and my brother-in-laws and just all that stuff. So I literally been taking a break because well, you probably do know. I think you told me um, going almost 5 months. I was a few days shy of 5 months without any alcohol, and when I drank a few weeks ago, waking up the next day, the most horrible feeling comes over me. It's the most regretful, shameful. And then when I found out what I had said and what I've done to people I sincerely care about, and then
Right.
don't know where it came from, why I said it, and I still can't get the guts up to watch my own stream. I put it on members at first, and then I skimmed through it, like maybe 3 or 5 minutes of a 3 hour plus stream. And I was like,
Right, right.
whoa, I don't remember over at least half of it. I'll just say at least half, the last half or whatever, give or take. And I was like, wow. So I took it off members. I just put it on private, and I still haven't watched it yet. And people that don't understand, there are certain people like myself that when they drink to a certain point, I always call it crossing the invisible line. I have no idea what I said or did, or even why I said or did, or whatever I did. And I wouldn't do something like that. In fact, it's so out of my character, it's embarrassing and shameful. And I just needed to regroup and and I did jump up on a few panels briefly, like Constantine. I think I jumped. Hey, Belt Loop's in the house. Hey, Belt Loop, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Got
Hey
Officer
man, hold
Belt
on. I
here.
got a special announcement.
All
My
right,
friend's got something to say.
go ahead.
Mi jefe es un bastardo.
That was Spanish.
Mi jefe es un bastardo.
Hello. Hola.
Did
¿Cómo
you get
está?
that? Did you get that?
¿Cómo está, mi amo jefe? ¿Y tú?
He heard it.
Is that your friend?
Yeah. Say it out loud.
Dice que mi jefe es un bastardo. Dice.
Now I can understand it a little bit more when it's. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm having trouble hearing. It's very kind of quiet.
Well,
I'm not
yell it.
that great at
Yell it.
Spanish anymore, but
Mi jefe es un bastardo.
Did you hear
uh,
that?
yes, I'm
He
trying to
said my
remember.
boss is a bastard.
Yeah, I heard the bastardo, the bastard part.
Yeah, my boss is a bastard.
My boss is a bastard. So is Vic your boss? Your bastardo?
Huh? Yeah. Well, we're actually each other's boss.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it.
I'm helping him, and we're both doing it together.
Well, we got an Americana here. We got Sean Americana. That's kind of Hispanic, right?
Okay. Well, he's very fluently. He's very fluent.
Well, I'm from
You
Nuevo
know.
Mexico. I live in Nuevo Mexico,
Okay. Yeah,
USA,
New Mexico.
USA. Yeah. If I
But
got
yeah,
that
man.
right, Nuevo. Oh shoot, I've got Nuevo something Mexico. I forgot the when I was married. My ex-wife is Hispanic, and years ago I was quite basically not like fluent, but I could have a basic conversation with somebody if
I
it was
just like
basic.
to learn the cuss words, so that way I know that they're talking dirty to me when they're mad. As long as I know that they're talking dirty to me, we're on the right track.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people know the cuss words in Spanish. We won't do that here, but I'm just saying, that's kind of some of the first words I learned were all the cuss words, when I was a teenager. When I
Right.
got married, my ex-wife, she became, in fact, we worked the same job. I was a manager. We worked different shifts, obviously, but I was a manager. She was a regular employee. But she became the first translator at that job. I won't say where, but just a long story
Well,
short.
can I say something dedicated to Nanya? I want to cuss her out in a different language.
Uh, just try to keep it, within reason. I guess it's between you and her.
Well,
I
I
guess.
mean, this is in a total different language. It's in Urdu.
Urdu. I never heard of that.
Urdu. Huh?
Okay, I never heard of Urdu.
Yeah, it's Urdu. It's like,
Uh,
it's
I
Indian,
guess.
Pakistan.
Oh, okay, like Middle East. Okay, go ahead. I guess whatever you want to say is between you and her.
Dapoya galagalam. And that is to Nanya.
Okay, maybe
Dapoya galagalam.
you can message me and tell me what that means later on.
All right.
Yeah, speaking of that, people got in a hissy when I put up the screenshot, or I should say, what do you call it, the thumbnail of the short I put out about her about what 2 months ago now. I have to look at my channel how long it's been. Let me go there real quick and look. It was a short in response to what she did to me. Um, Hold on, let me see how long. Shorts are hard. I have to go to my YouTube studio to find out how long ago that was. But it was a short that I put out in a response to her, what she put out on me, which was way worse. And I almost didn't even respond to that, but I did. And because of
Right.
that, I would put up. Oh, hold on, I got a couple. All right, so we might have two more people coming up, by the way, here in a little bit. Just FYI.
Well,
So this may
what
go
I'm
on
gonna
a little
do is
bit.
I'm gonna jump down because I got to put this sheetrock up,
Okay.
and it's sitting in the back of the Jeep, and so we're gonna unload it and start putting it up one by one, and we're gonna be using drills, so it's gonna be, making an type sound, so we don't
Okay.
want to, just weird everybody out hearing
Well, if you
the
want to
screw
mute,
drums.
if you want to stay up and mute, that's up to you. But if you need to drop down,
Nah,
you can
man,
drop
I'll
down.
I'll step down.
All right, sounds good. There's two more people that just messaged me. That they're going to try to come up. I'm going to give them about 5 to 10 minutes. If they don't come up, I'm probably going to end the stream. So I appreciate you coming up, Vic.
Well, I appreciate you having me up. I'm sorry I was late, but I mean, we had to go by Home Depot, get the sheetrock, and while we was there, man, we was getting nails and the big green bags that we call people to come and get the trash and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh, they use a little crane that picks it up and they put it in their truck and shit. But anyways, we had to get that, and we forgot a 5-gallon bucket of mud, so we'll go
right.
back tomorrow to get the mud and get some more sheetrock.
Sounds good. I'll do a little Q&A here. I got my first another question I have up on screen, so I'll do that for a little bit, and I'll wait for the other two, um, if they can make it
Okay.
up, and then we'll go from there. All right, man. Be careful.
All
Take it
right,
easy, man.
man. All right. I'll probably do another video later, and
Sounds
send you
good.
clips to it.
Sounds good, brother. Good job, man.
All right, man. You take care.
You too. Bye bye. Oh, adios, amigos. All right, Moments Live has a question. Jeff, are you making any lifestyle changes so that you do not repeat the pattern of behavior that happens when you relapse? Yes, I am. And obviously, my personal life is my personal life, but I'm actually getting, I will say it. I will say it. I'm actually getting counseling from a person who has a PhD in counseling. They are legit and they are real. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. But yeah, after that last relapse, I was getting some counseling before that, but it was like once a month. I'll be honest with you. It was very minimal. And now this is 2 times a week. So, sometimes I don't want to go. I'm very unmotivated because it's like, I'm tired. I just worked like whatever, however many hours that day, or I did this or I did that. And I don't want to go, but I am going. And I'm glad I'm glad I am. And the person who I'm talking to is a really, really, I mean, they're a military veteran, first of all, and they got their degree, their master's degree in psychiatry. So, and they got their doctorate's degree in, it's something a little bit different, but it's similar. What's the name of it? Psychology, master's degree in psychology. Sorry. They can't write prescriptions or stuff like that, but they got their master's in, I think it's called psychology, and they got their doctorates or PhD in something else. And they did that also when they were in the military. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. There's more, but I don't want to give too much of my personal stuff. But this person is really, really helping. And he's showing me a lot of stuff that I didn't realize about myself. And it's almost like shocking, to be honest with you. It's like, wow, I didn't realize I was doing this or being this way or saying this or whatever. And here's another thing I wanted to say from the beginning of the stream while we're waiting here. If these 2 other people come up, one of them might be the first time on panel, by the way, just FYI, people, and you're going to know who they are. I think everybody will know who this person is. Anyways, before I get to that, how do I want to say this? I gotta be careful how I say this. Or if I should say it at all, to be honest with you. Okay, so, all right, let me go back. Okay, so one thing I did leave out that I wanted to say at the beginning of the stream is a lot of people only see people from, say, YouTube. Let's say YouTube in general. And because this community is mainly, the pred catching community or whatever, we have other people in here from different communities as well. And now we have the panel community, and we have this, we have that, and it all kind of combines together. Is people only see what they see for the few minutes or a few hours, a few times a week or whatever it is, what they see and hear on a panel. And people will take a few hours or a few minutes, whatever it is, of somebody's life. And that's what they think that their whole life is about. Untrue. For the most part. I'd say 99% of the people here, it's untrue. It's just not true. It's a time in their life where, whether it's good or bad, it's a particular time in their life that you see on YouTube or maybe social media or for other people like the Hollywood people, you'll see they're acting and they think that their acting is who they are in real life. Or they'll take something from a tabloid. Maybe it's negative, maybe it's positive, and they'll take that and they'll think, well, that's their real life. No, and that's something you got to consider and rethink, because a lot of people, whether it be YouTube or social media, or whatever, fill in the blank there, just because somebody does or says something stupid, ridiculous, dumb, bad, false, true, good, fill in the blank. It doesn't mean that is their entire life. And I'm speaking for everybody. Uh, there's like, or somebody will see a document and they'll take it as the gospel, or they'll make their own narrative about it and they'll run with that. And then you find out that the document was doctored by somebody. It may have been an original document, but people added to it. We're in the digital era. We're in the internet era. And for those who are close to my age or older, understand that you can, that there's AI now. As a matter of fact, it's kind of interesting. I was trying to look up somebody on Instagram and I put the at symbol, and it says Ask Meta AI. Now it does it on Facebook now too. You guys seen that yet? And I'm trying to find somebody to ask them a question from YouTube, a whole different community. And it literally took me on this journey that I didn't even know what to do. Okay, so I was like, screw this. Whatever happened to me, just typing in something and see if I can find if they're on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, fill in the blank. So we're in an era of the digital age, the internet age. You know, everything is so much different. But people will take certain things from people's lives, from, say, even this panel itself. They'll take something and they'll make their own narrative, make a decision, and run with it. And then that narrative gets twisted, turned, thrown around, and then other people take it a different way. They'll make their own narrative, twist it, turn it, throw it around, and the list goes on, like the telephone game. And that's what happens. And for people that know each other in real life, whether they met in person or just talk on the phone, like, you know, I just looked at the screen, Locksmith. Locksmith and I talk on the phone on occasion, and we talk about real life. And, you know, not in detail so much. Sometimes I will tell Locksmith some things, some personal things. Other people as well. Ed and I have talked in real life, not in person, like, you know, we met, but, you know, on the phone or text message or audio or whatever, Warbot, OTR. And there's people like I've met in real life, like Casey Cox and his family, of course, you know, and the list goes on. When you get to know somebody in person, especially, that's even more important, especially when you get to know them on a regular basis in person. People will assume this about somebody, but it's actually not true. We all have flaws. We all have things that we do that are positive. We have things that we do that are negative. And it is what it is. And most people should be intelligent enough or have enough common sense to understand that everybody makes mistakes. The Bible says, for all have sinned and fall short or come short of the glory of God. Whether you're a believer or not, it's just the truth. There's a lot of atheists that I know personally and on the internet that don't believe anything about the Bible, and that's fine. That's their right. But you know what most of them, if not all of them, believe? The 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt. There's 10 Commandments. And most people, if not all, that I've talked to that are atheists, agnostic, or other religions, they still believe in the 10 Commandments because it's just moral standards. But I hope that made sense. But you don't judge somebody by a few or a bunch, whatever of things they may have said or done on YouTube, just because they had a bad night, a bad day, or a relapse, or whatever it is. In my case, I've done a lot of stupid stuff. And I own up to that. And I'm not going on an apology tour. I said my apologies and I'm done. I dropped the link earlier to Constantine's for that one apology, and I said the second time again on another one tonight here. I'm done. I'm not going to apologize anymore. If you guys didn't hear it or see it, I'm sorry. That's your problem, but it's there. It's out there. There's some people that will judge Locksmith, or I'm just looking at the chat here and just spitballing. I'm just, you know, there's Control, there's Chaotic, there's Carl, there's Jen A of Westboro Baptist, whatever. There's the real Jen A. People can have their moments in time that may be a good moment or a bad moment, and they'll take that and run with it and judge it by those 1 or 2 moments or 1 or 2 hours or whatever it may be. or several moments or several hours. I know people that don't go live unless they're on shrooms, or don't go live unless they're stoned, or don't go live unless they're drunk, or don't go live, whatever. People used to judge Cameron because I vape all the time. Too, by the way. I'll vape right now, by the way. It's loud, it's annoying. And I usually try to be careful how I vape. I really do. Sometimes I mute up when I take a vape, sometimes I forget. But people would get on to Cameron for vaping his e-cigarette. Well, you know what? He's caught a lot of creds. Has he done some stupid things? Of course. Have I? Absolutely. But sometimes you got to weigh the good things out. Weigh the good things outside the bad things. It is what it is. I know for a fact there's a couple of documents about certain people. I'm not mentioning names at all. Screen names or real names that are doctored, or that are that people misinterpreted or don't understand that it's simply a document. It doesn't mean that they're guilty or they're charged or they're this or they're that or whatever. And people will take that and literally call them certain names. And I admit I followed a path on a certain person for a few months, and I realized, wait a minute, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I did my own little research, and I talked to that person over the phone a few times, and we squashed most of our differences. It is what it is. Let me look at the chat here. There was a comment about that. I should have put it up. Maybe I just expounded on it a little bit more than I should have. I don't know. See, this is a good moment. I think the guy brought. Wait, let me put this on the screen. I can't really tell you I have my appointment. I finally got an appointment with my eye doctor at the end of May. This is not my good moment. I think the guy I brought those French fry taters from gave me the wrong kind of mushroom. Okay. Edward, we said facts. The cat I said facts. Edward has a comment here. You should have Vlad again on Tom's panel. That's real talk. I'm not trying to talk shit to you, Jeff. Just saying this is avoiding accountability. Yeah, I don't remember everything I said in there. I'll go back and look, and I'll take accountability for that if I need to. Appreciate that. Text followers are pressed. Yes, I talked about TBS's stream, and like I said, I still got 15 to 20 minutes or so left I need to watch. But I thought that TBS really hit a home run on that. And I already knew I'd say 9/10 of what he said I already knew about. I already knew about it. And I just didn't say anything. But he did a great job. And there were some things I did not know about. Lala Blue says, Ed, he is incapable of accountability. Thank you for trying, but he will never get it. XOXOXO. Okay, you have a right to your opinion. I need water. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to get up here to talk to you. Wait, what now? Cat Eye said something here. I see. I just tried to get up there to talk to him, but he dropped one. I haven't dropped any links. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. The boys don't like you. Whoever the boy is. Boys is spelled BOYS, by the way. Team TBI, I agree. I am hashtag I stand with, wait, TBI. Wait, did I get that wrong? TBI. Or TB. Oh, Tommy Boy. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to drop the link tonight, Locke. I just, it's just, yeah. I may do a regular panel before the next two that's going to be very, very important. And a lot of people are probably going to be embarrassed because their sock accounts are going to be outed by officials. But, yeah, I might do a panel or two in between or before or whatever those. But yeah, it's just kind of sorry, Locke. I'm not being rude at all. I'm just doing this tonight. I wasn't going to go more than an hour, and I've already went past an hour. So, well, it's hard to catch up here. Link embarrassing. Oh, a lot of banned words, and I don't know. I don't think I know what banned words are. I don't know. Maybe YouTube does that. I'll expose my alt if I'm right now. If you drop that, Actually, I think I already know it. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, take care, Ed. Thanks for stopping by. I'll just know what an exclamation mark is. Yeah, it means you're expressing something harshly or you're trying to get somebody's attention. You want to dox people. No, not dox anybody. I don't think if the officials need to, because official business, that's up to them. I personally will not doxing. No, I'm not going to do that. Crossroads line of funding. And say it, Jeff. No, not going to do it. I'll let the professionals take care of whatever they need to do professionally. So, with that being said, I don't really see any other questions. I always knew to wait. What? Carl says something here because I'm screwed. I always knew Damone was Locksmith with the voice. Oh, gosh, no. Lock is locked. Damone is Damone. No, they're not two different people. Let's see here. Mayonnaise, cat eyes, therapy in the morning, LMAF is the docs and Nunya still on your short section. There's no docs, there's a picture of her. There's a picture of her, which has been on Ed's panel. It's been on a lot of panels. I don't know. It's just a picture. It's not like nobody's seen her picture before. And the song is by Poison, Mama's Fallen Angel. She said her family abandoned her, and I was thinking of a good song title. So I was thinking of the title of the panel. I was like, well, I was thinking of Poison. I was actually listening to Poison. It's like, you've been Mama's Fallen Angel. I thought that was a good title. But see, a whole lot of battle of water, a whole lot of bottles, sorry. A whole bottle of water lock. So that gives you a right to post it. Yeah, because she posted a bunch of Gribwin. Do you want to get banned? Okay, Gribwin, here's your warning. After this, you're permabanned. You don't call me a loser and think you can get by with it. Sorry, you just don't do that. Not going to happen in my channel, Gremlin. So here's your timeout. Here, you can take a lap for 10 minutes. And call me something like that again, buddy. You'll be permabanned. So you can take a lap for 10 minutes. And I'll probably be done by then unless somebody else comes up. I forgot what it was now. He didn't drop any link block. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not dropping any links. There's a few people that have it, and I'm going to wait. I've already waited about 5 minutes. So I'm probably going to go ahead. That's not the right link. I haven't updated my Nightbot in, gosh, a year. So that's an old link. In fact, I just got Nightbot back working again recently. In fact, I guess it still works. See, exclamation mark like. Let's see here. Yep. So I have to reprogram a lot of stuff. And a lot of the links that were in there, they're not even on YouTube anymore. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember how to put the link to StreamYard on Nightbot when I started StreamYard. When I have an open panel, I should learn that actually. So, all right, I usually just pin it if I have an open panel, but this is not an open panel tonight. But anyways, all right, I just got 2 messages. They're not going to be able to make it unless I stay on for another hour, and I have no reason to stay on for another hour. I don't have anything else I can think of at the moment to say. I said what I wanted to say, and that's basically it. I think I covered everything. If I do have another panel in the next few weeks before the 2 big panels, it will be clearly stated in the description. You'll know in the title and description when those 2 massive panels are going to come out, especially the second one's going to be huge. You'll know because of the thumbnail and the title. It'll be a very unusual thumbnail. It'll be a brand new thumbnail you've never seen before, and it'll have a very detailed title. If I other than that, I'm going to continue probably taking probably a 50-60% break from YouTube for a couple more weeks. I don't have any plans of going live at all. If I do, it'll be for a reason. It'll be in the description, title and description. I won't be in a lot of channels too much. I won't be in chat too much. But I'm just doing my thing, trying to stay in the straight and narrow. So that's what I'll be doing. Alrighty. Well, that's it. So you guys want to chat for a little bit? Go ahead. I'm done. I'm out of here. And I don't know. Should I play some StreamYard stuff? I guess I'll play. It's called Night Driving from StreamYard. So I guess I'll play that. All right. Hasta la pasta. Thanks for coming. Talk to you probably in a couple weeks. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. See what happens here. I might test. I will say this: I might test out my new computer when I get it. So I might do a quick panel doing that. I'll just put test or something. I don't know. You'll see when I get it, but we'll see. All right, later.